What is up, everybody? Bigjuicyhog here, and what I want to talk about today is Godfall. Has it doomed itself before it even releases? Can Gearbox do anything right? Let's unpack what we know. So, Gearbox Games. What has it done right lately? My opinion, they're still living off of the glory of the first two Borderlands games, which became almost cult-like hits with their witty dialogue and fun looter-shooter gameplay. The first somewhat recent misstep for them was Battleborn, the MOBA shooter that came and went in the blink of an eye, and probably a game not many people remember. Why don't people remember? Because they stupidly came out with their game right around the same time as Overwatch launched. Overwatch looked similar, even though the games were very different, and Overwatch's through-the-roof hype derailed the Battleborn train before it could even get on the tracks. I honestly thought Battleborn was fun, but it was poorly implemented and crashed and burned. The second recent dumb mistake was making Borderlands 3, which was highly anticipated, an Epic Store exclusive for the PC. Sure, you could play it on console, but the biggest fan base for the game was on PC, and Steam specifically. Many people refused to get the Epic launcher and the sales lagged. By the time they released it on Steam for PC 6 months later, nobody cared anymore. Players had moved on. Now they appear to be doing it yet again, this time with Godfall, the third-person ARPG that is supposed to be out in November. Misstep number one is that the game is going to be a timed PlayStation exclusive. I'm not sure what the timeline on that is, but I would guess anywhere from 6 to 12 months. That's pretty bad. Godfall looks like a lot of fun, but I don't think it's a kind of title that's really going to help sell the PS5. As a matter of fact, I don't know how well it'll sell at all. This is not the kind of title that is going to sway someone from Xbox over to PlayStation. At least it looks like it's going to be releasing on PC at the same time as the PS5, where the biggest volume of ARPG fans seem to reside. Let's hope they don't decide they're going to make it another timed exclusive for the Epic Store. Misstep number 2. We really don't know that much about the game. Usually this close to a game's release, the hype train would be steaming ahead at full power. Right now, we just have silence for the most part. We know it's an ARPG and has a bit of a Warframe type aesthetic. We've seen some gameplay and some of the weapons, and that's about it. Don't get me wrong, I like the way it looks so far, but the marketing for the game has been pretty terrible. Third and final misstep for right now was reported by GameRant.com. They reported that Godfall will always require an online connection. Now for me, that's not that big of a deal. However, the always online of Diablo 3 was a huge fiasco back at the launch of D3 to the point that they were considering banning it in other countries. Now Godfall will be doing the same. There are plenty of people who may have a PC or a PS and not have a good connection to the internet. For those people, this may be another reason to just skip what could have potentially been a fun game for offline gaming. It's looking more and more like this game is its own worst enemy. It's like they haven't learned anything from the past, or the past of recent games in general. Misstep after misstep could plunge this franchise into obscurity before it even takes its first steps. What are your thoughts so far on all the stuff coming out about this game? That's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed, and I will catch you next time.